For humans, it is the spookiest, scariest season of all, and what better way to celebrate than with a game of dread. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Not everyone will survive this night. And that's my spooky voice. For tonight's game, we're going to be playing sort of a bit of a variation I've done on one of the core scenarios given in the Dread guidebook. It's called Beneath the Metal Sky. So it's a little bit sci-fi horror. You all are the crew of a salvage ship, and essentially you receive distress calls from other spaceships, and you go and you check it out. How are they doing? What, you need fuel? We'll tow you into sort of civilization again. And the other side of that is maybe there's no one there. Maybe they abandoned ship, or maybe tragically there's no one left alive. But when that happens, you get first dibs on the salvage. So why you're part of this team is up to you. But on this particular day, you have received a distress beacon from a sort of military research station called the ISS Copenhagen. It's been operating in deep space, or it was operating in deep space. The beacon you're receiving is the kind that kind of automatically gets sent out when the systems go offline or into basic life support and not much else. So you're getting ready to check it out. Now I would love to meet our team a little bit. So as you're approaching the ISS Copenhagen, first of all, Daniel, who do we meet?
We meet Tommy.
Ooh.
Is his name. He has like a buzz cut. He's got brown hair. We're going on the fly. He has he's got like this black ribbed tank top on, and he's got he's got one of those onesies, those engineer onesies,
wrapped around.
That's like tied down like around his waist.
If a dude was a Bond girl.
If a dude was a Bond girl.
That's love it.
He's got like a neck tattoo here.
Swear as much as you want.
That's
Yeah.
honey baby.
He's got a neck tat with like flames coming here.
Oh.
And he's got like piercings all up this ear. Real like...
No regrets tattoo.
No, he does not have no regrets because he's a hottie. Yeah, that's him. He's got like space docks on.
Love it. Love it.
He's got his like tool belt around.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
So you're our ship's engineer. What do you think you're working on as the ship sort of starts to approach the ISS Copenhagen?
Being a naive engineer, that's a great question. I think I'm assuming that most of the ship is probably fine because like I looked at this one a week ago. I'm still gonna go over it, but I'm not gonna be like, I don't know. I don't think he's doing like a thorough check. It's like, yeah.
Right. You're more thinking towards the Copenhagen and the potential salvage there rather than worrying about the ship that you've been flying on.
I've been looking after it.
Yeah,
it's fine. I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Easy as.
Yeah.
Cheers,
hot
bro.
engineer. Who needs anything else?
Help him make him hot. God damn.
All right, and then over here we have our good doctor. So what's happening with you?
I am Cyrus. I am the medic. My uniform is meticulous. It is very well pressed. It is very unscuffed. It is clear that this uniform is on its maiden voyage. Yeah, everything is really, really in place, except the hair, which is like kind of pulled back into a messy bun. Like that sort of betrays a bit of something for this guy. It doesn't look like it quite works with the rest of his outfit. But it's pretty, if you think of a medic, that's the outfit. Yeah, you got it.
Does he have a cravat? In my head, I'm picturing
a cravat.
Yeah.
I don't know any doctors who wear cravats.
Cyrus.
I know one. His name is Cyrus.
But if that's what you're calling to, then yeah, you can do that.
And
Cyrus is in the middle of looking over one of his doctorates. He's not interested in what's going on. He's ready to go onto the field, but he doesn't want to. So yeah, he's really stuck in his quarters, really until the last second. Yeah.
Interesting. So what I hear you saying is you're a little bit out of place.
Took the words.
Right off the card.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So now finally we come to our pilot.
Yeah. So her name is May, and she is like, if finger guns were a human being, like that's the energy she exudes.
That makes so much sense.
Tam pants with suspenders, really long swishy coat, hair pulled back in like a ponytail, like a little more like Amelia Earhart pilot, like a little old-fashioned.
Well, trad.
Yeah, a little traditional.
Trad pilot.
Yeah, trad pilot. And like browns and maroons.
Very cute. Now, this is actually your ship. You've been with it the longest. I'd love to know what the ship is called. So we said the first thing that came to our head. It just so happened to be
Steve, like that's.
Steve the
I
ship.
hate my brain.
Steve the ship.
Steve the ship is beautiful.
Thank you.
Give Steve a pat.
I do.
As you make your approach. Now, this is not a super unusual thing to happen with salvage operations like this one, where it's a little bit uncertain how long the beacon has been sort of out there for. But the systems of the ISS Copenhagen don't enable for the usual easy kind of docking sequence, right? So you're going to have to do it manually, which is something, you've done it, but it's never really fun.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you an option here, all right? Basically, you can go for a really careful approach, show off your skills a little bit, and I'm going to ask you to make 3 pulls from the tower.
Okay.
Each one representing sort of alignment, your approach speed, and getting the sort of mag lock in place.
Yeah.
So it's really particular. Or alternatively,
Yeah.
you could take the fast and easy path. It'd be a little bit bumpier, and each one of you would have to make a single pull from the tower to kind of hold on, brace yourselves for impact.
Look, it's the first pulls on the tower, so she's gonna show off her skills.
Hey!
Very
gonna be
nice.
so
Thank you,
cool.
May.
Cool not to be
Go
included.
ahead.
This is so stressful.
Already.
I forgot about this part.
I love this game.
So for
Are we
anyone at
playing like
home
the one
who-
that you touch is the one that you have to go for?
Yeah, the one, no, I don't think we're playing the one that you touch is the one that you have to go for. I think you can abandon, in the middle of a thing or whatever. But I think we are playing with only one hand involved in the pulling.
Okay.
So you
about
can,
it?
you can
I might have-
change hand, but as long as you're only using one hand.
Oh,
in any
at a
given
time?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say, I already messed that up.
So for folks at home who might not be familiar with Dread, this system uses a Jenga tower instead of rolling dice or anything like that. So at various points when you're doing something a little bit risky, I'm going to ask the players to pull blocks from the tower. If at any point the tower falls while you're pulling a block, your character is.
Watch your feet.
I know. I do.
Dangerous behavior. Also, there are a couple of other little bits and pieces. You can, at any point, decide, you know what, this is too risky. I'm not going to pull a block after all. You can even abandon halfway through.
Okay.
But it does mean that something will get more complicated. Things will get a little bit tougher, all right?
Someone else.
Or you might push it onto someone else to have to make the pull, exactly. On the flip side, if at some point you see an opening for like a heroic sacrifice, that you think will save the other players in this moment, you can elect to push over the tower, kill your own character, and the play will continue, having sort of rescued the others in the moment. As you pull up alongside, you really take your time to align Steve the ship with this particular docking bay of the Copenhagen. You really are kind of showing off a little bit, actually. Your approach speed is almost so graceful that even the well-to-do doctor doesn't.
Well, I never said that he was well-to-do.
He sounded well-to-do. His suit was very. Are you well-to-do?
No.
Okay. So the maglocks click into place. Everything is locked in, ready to go. All that's left at this point, if you're ready, is to suit up and head on board. The roleplay begins.
Just like sit there and buckle 50 buckles
Yeah.
with sound effects.
It's science.
So now, actually, you three have been in space together for a little while now, and it's not, you're doing kind of a circuit of the outer rims of this particular star system. How have you been getting along? Who talks to who while suiting up?
It's going to be interesting to see if we have the same thoughts, but I was like, I feel like I don't really know you.
Yeah,
very
I
well.
say
that
you
I've
keep
made
my ship
friends.
running. I
Yeah,
like you.
Yeah, we're on good terms.
Yeah.
Like I haven't tried to like make enemies, but I think
You also haven't tried to make friends.
I'm not showing
Yeah.
up on time. I'm taking my food back to my quarters. Like I'm really not here to make friends. I'm completing my degree and then I'm going to get to work.
I feel like
This
I called
is just
you,
like
I called you
stop
Sai
it.
once and you went,
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
I respect you because you're here to keep us alive.
Okay, you didn't sound sure.
That was a question.
This is a professional relationship.
I mean, not purely.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. I think that there's respect for everything that everyone's doing, but I
But
do
I like
think
Yeah, we're
he
good pals.
doesn't
Yeah.
We fist bump all the time.
love the lifestyle. He would prefer to be on a planet.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
Feet on the
fair.
ground.
yeah,
So
Pardon?
fair. Very fair.
yeah.
All right.
So
So
the money is.
boom. Pull the plug because that something exploded. You get ready. You're suiting up. You've got all your different little, filters and. Now, as you're on the docking bridge, that begins to sort of acclimate between the two zones. Locks off Steve, still locked off from Copenhagen. The first thing that becomes really obvious is that the artificial gravity begins draining from where you are. So once the doors hiss open, that on the other side, the artificial gravity just isn't on. It's one of the systems that has gone offline. Now, the docking bay, the loading bay, is almost pitch black. The lights are another system that's gone offline. All that it has are, those sort of red strip lights that come on in emergency lighting that are kind of doing double duty as like it doesn't interrupt your night vision, but also it's low energy. So it's kind of we're on extreme backup power lighting, and it sort of runs along various walkways in the docking bay, and then also sort of along the perimeter walls.
Did you say how long ago the signal?
It's impossible to tell. It's one of those signals that it's like you received it, and it was sent within like the last week.
Okay.
But you can't then
been
tell
on-
where it's been pinging
Yeah.
for longer than that. But it's at least been a week. There's also kind of a, I don't know, like a weird. Oh, and you do have. I'm so sorry. Blessings be upon thee. You've got torches on your helmets that you can turn on. Like you're all kitted up. It's good that you've got your sort of respiration filters on, because even though your initial readings do say that there is still oxygen, it says the ventilation is off, and there's it's like particles in the air and like layers of dust anywhere that the sort of because there's no gravity to hold dust like down, but there are parts where the station has slowly been spinning and some of it is collected around the edges and things. So there's this kind of layer of fine dust sort of around the area. The temperature is just above freezing, and your Geiger counters are picking up increased levels of radiation. Not like, it's not Chernobyl,
Yeah.
but it's not friendly.
Is it typical with like
I wouldn't say
system?
no. I wouldn't say typical. I wouldn't
Okay.
say typical. No. Yeah. So you can already tell a bunch of the different systems are offline.
Make someone else pull.
Make someone else pull. Who's
Make
feeling,
someone who's not
who's
me
feeling
pull.
curious?
I mean, I
Yeah.
agree already.
I feel like yes. Yeah, I feel like it feels in an engineer's domain to be like, what's wrong
I
here?
like it. I like this energy.
Yeah,
Yeah. What's up? What's up in this place?
yeah. I want to know.
What is going on in here?
Yeah, I'll do some investigating, seeing if I can see any. And just one pull.
Yep. Just one.
I'm so scared because this table is this table.
I jammed something under the.
Oh, stunning. Okay,
Don't
Don't for that one. What?
I don't know.
I couldn't see that side.
I mean, yeah, do it. Do it. See what
Would
happens. Yeah, he would die,
Jesus.
and things would go south.
That's
very
so
quickly
funny.
because
These are
I can
really
only think of
tight.
one way for him to die this soon. It's
Tower.
a lot.
What the French hell? I can't see the light.
That's so quick. I will keep in mind the difficulty of this tower when calling for pulls. Okay, hello. All right, so as you flick on your torch, you're the first one to pick up. You're kind of really like noticing that layer of dust that I was mentioning, and the thing that you immediately notice is there are no markings and there's no disturbances in the dust, and it's like a thick layer of dust. It's like it would be like snow. You would notice if there was any kind of I don't know, anything had passed through those areas. So at this point, signs of life minimum.
Okay.
If you wanted to get more accurate diagnostics, you would know this just for freebie.
Yeah.
As a technician and engineer, you would need to basically get into the sort of engineering section of the station and try to get the systems back online in order to start running that sort of diagnostic sweep.
Okay. But I mean, primarily we're here to like, I get it's not so much to run diagnostics, hey, but trying to see if there's survivors more than anything
Yeah,
else?
it's
Or, like,
it
what the deal
basically
is?
it's you don't mind so much. Well, maybe you mind so much, but as a team, there are benefits both to finding survivors and not finding survivors.
Yeah.
If you find survivors, you don't get any cool ship stuff.
Yeah.
But if you do find survivors, you found survivors, and that's nice in and of itself.
Yeah, pat on the back.
Karmic goodness. As opposed to
So
monetary.
yeah, you would be looking for basically valuable stuff that's worth
I'm trying
taking,
to think of how I feel about
or
I'm in
people
character.
who are alive.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Diagnostics would probably begin
Just confused.
taking you in the
mostly.
direction of looking for survivors,
Yeah.
whereas you could look around for other stuff.
Oh, fuck diagnostics. I don't care for that. I'll yell back to the doc and be like, you might want to chuck on an extra set of scrubs if you can. It's pretty dirty in here.
We are wearing like spacey suits. Okay.
Yeah, you got your
Yeah, okay.
Among Us suits on.
Yeah, I think he's sort of. God, I don't know anything about medicine. I think he's sort of like going through his toolkit and sort of like prepping. It's very dusty, so like, where's the antihistamine type thing, and
Probably radiation sickness tablets.
that stuff.
because there's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
coming,
yeah. So
Yeah,
just sort
I
of
mean-
like uncapping stuff. This is like a really fresh kit of tools. Like
Yeah.
there's
It's like
not
double-checking
he's
some
not
of the
used
writing.
that much.
It's
so
all still
like
wrapped in its plastic.
yeah, exactly.
Ready,
It's sort of
ready.
like getting it ready in that sense.
It is also worth mentioning that
Maybe
for you,
probably making a lot of noise.
right, and if for
be
these two, this is their life of salvage. This is
Yeah.
how they make their living. For you, your job here is, I mean, yeah, you're here to make sure that they stay healthy, but also primarily your job is to, when survivors are found, if they're injured, if they're sick, to be that sort of first responder and
Yeah.
try to save them, rescue
Yes,
them
yes,
in
that
any
makes
way that
sense.
is necessary. So you probably are, you would maybe find more interest in identifying signs of life than maybe the engineer is.
And I think like this is kind of my work experience. Like this is my first time in a field doing something.
Yeah.
So I'm also anticipating that I'm hoping it's something cool. Like I want there to be some blood. I want to like, I've only.
You want to save a life.
Well, I've only like, I know the theory behind all
I
these
hired
different
you because
practices.
you're new and cheap.
Yeah, that's really fair.
Yeah.
Like I have the theory
That's
of
neat.
a lot of it, but none of the actual practical skills. So it's like,
Right.
ooh, if it's radiation poisoning,
Yeah.
I get to use this, you know,
Maybe
medical
there'll
strategy.
be a laceration I
still
can
do-
Oh
capture.
yeah.
Still carry around like your field notes, like your
100, and it's scribbled in.
Yeah.
There's like notes in every
You've
margin.
been practicing your bad handwriting to be a real doctor. I found my own joke really funny. All right, who's doing what?
Rummaging, walking loudly.
Okay.
There's
rummaging,
my
walking loudly.
lights on, but it would be swinging wildly as I'm doing
Wonderful.
stuff.
I would tell you to calm your farm. We don't know what's here yet. We're going to systematically check through the building. First priority, survivors. Fingers crossed they're on. Second priority is
You may
scrapping.
come to regret that statement.
Yay.
Oh yeah, we could be the survivors.
We could do this.
If we're lucky.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Are there any like ships in here? In this little portion?
You know what? There probably are. There probably are some. Probably not like super long distance vessels. This is the kind of station where they would probably like send out. I don't have another word. Transport ships. There you
Right.
go, to like bus people in and out. But they probably do have smaller ships that can go out and do little sort of short distance little bits and
Recon
bobs and
and-
missions and stuff.
Any impressive ships or like anything that?
Oh,
I'd be
nothing
like,
is impressive as Steve.
Okay.
Nothing is impressive as Steve.
Hell yeah, Steve, let's go.
These
Good
are
ship.
pretty basic. It's the sort of required like government issue for lack
Yeah,
of a
right.
better word. Sort of
Yeah.
yeah. The station itself is what's impressive about this.
Do we all have like the Geiger counter?
Yeah, you each have a little
Okay,
Geiger
cool.
counter,
I'll
sort of
keep
crackling
walking
away.
forward then, just making sure I'm checking radiation.
Yeah. It
Going deeper.
it probably crackles a little more as you get closer to any of those sort of corners where the dust has collected. But apart from that, it's still not necessarily like it's not going up.
Okay.
So did you want to check this area for anything specific, or did you want to just move on to the next sort of space?
I think I've started moving on. Yeah.
So,
With
check.
not delicately.
Yeah. Just to like make sure I
Little
haven't
peek
missed
around.
anything cool.
Yeah.
Feels like an
That there
important
tower.
area. Oh god.
I believe in you.
Oh, I believe.
Why are you doing that one?
Oh, he's being so
What's
mean.
wrong with you?
I know, but the tension on that one would be less because the other side is.
Yes.
Oh, I don't need that.
Well, I feel like my hand is shaking.
I don't know. It's not what I would do.
That's I've always
how you
jinxed
very
I
it.
can't
rarely-
die in this game.
How you
Is
feeling?
Jenga what I do.
The more you have to say Steve seriously, the more I am liking that I,
I
named.
adore Steve.
Yeah.
I was never lying. I
Okay,
adore
great.
Steve.
Okay.
I'm
Awesome.
sad.
Yeah, actually, something that you notice, and it makes so much sense for you to be the one who would notice this. As you're kind of you're poking around, you're wiping this dust up. You're sort of wiping dust away from labels on crates, right? Because it's the docking bay, but it's also the loading bay, and it looks like not even all that long ago. They received kind of a shipment of like replacement parts. Not even necessarily. They're the kind of parts that you're like. It's just a thing that is important to have just in case because they're kind of they're crucial elements of a working ship or station, and so they're like pristine in the box. They would fetch a pretty penny. They absolutely would fetch a
Hell
pretty
yeah.
penny.
I'll grab them and run them back to the ship and then.
Oh
Oh no.
now.
No.
Because here's the thing about it,
Oh.
is that they're all still mag locked into their little sort of, whatever the space equivalent of a forklift is.
Okay.
Space forklift.
Yeah, and with the systems offline, Short of having like explosives. Fist bump me. Short of having explosives, you probably wouldn't.
I don't know.
You probably wouldn't be able to get them out without the computers back online.
You telling us about them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fucking stocked back there, but I can't get unless the power's back on.
Well, they're not going anywhere. We can get them on the way back.
Yeah, well, assuming nothing goes wrong, right? Right?
What could possibly go wrong?
Touch wood.
All right, cool. So you begin to make a sort of drifty journey.
Yes.
You sort of start drifting down through the corridors, glancing in different rooms as you go. But primarily, I presume, just keeping an eye out for more valuable salvage, heading generally in the direction of engineering, where you would be able to get those diagnostics going, get the computers turned
I
on.
would keep my eye out for like any sign of like movement in the dust if there's still more dust in the area. And
You don't see more movement in the dust.
Okay.
No, nothing to show kind of that anything's been passing through here. No, and you maybe see bits and bobs that could fetch some money. Nothing as valuable as the stuff that you found in the loading bay. As you sort of pass through, there's just this occasional creaking of the metal in this freezing temperature as it sort of contracts slightly. But eventually you do make it to engineering, and as you suspected, all the systems bar basic life support have turned off, and they've short-circuited each of them, but with the system in such a sort of fragile state, they would need to be kind of turned on fairly carefully, sort of one at a time. Take your time to make sure that you're not going to create a surge and just completely blow the whole system. Which you happen to have a pretty handy technician as part of your crew. See this, I feel bad now for, for how bold you've been. So
Feels like it might be as well.
it's kind of impossible to know ahead of time which systems you'll be turning back on. The system that you need to turn back on is computers. Because once you can kind of get access to the computers, you can access a lot of the information that you need. You can likely deal with the mag locks on the stuff in the docking bay. But what's happened here? Oh, the other system.
Yeah.
You want to know the other systems? It's all the things basically that I mentioned. So it's going to be things like the lights, temperature, gravity, all that stuff that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, probably surveillance would be in there under like the security systems. And probably as you're approaching, you would have been able to get some light sort of data from outside the ship as you were approaching that would have been like, oh, the shields are down. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to bypass shields to get into the docking bay, stuff like that. What I did a couple days ago as I was writing my notes was I randomly determined the order that these systems will turn back on. For each block you pull, you can choose how many you pull. For each block you pull, one system will turn back on.
Fucking born
to
for,
say how
eh?
many before?
No. You can choose as you go.
Can I tell as I go how like?
Oh,
can I be like?
each block you turn on, I'll tell you what system.
Okay,
comes
cool.
on.
Okay, great.
Okay, well,
And like just to throw this out
I
there,
don't.
the technician will be the most qualified to do this, obviously.
Yeah.
But if at any point you're like, I don't want to do this,
I'd give it to
that's what you would sound like, because you would be a coward.
I don't think
You guys could also attempt,
Would I have to
but
pull
you would
two?
have to pull two each.
Okay.
Okay.
I think as this is happening, Cyrus is feeling desperate to be of some use. And so he's scanning us in a very anal manner to make sure our radiation levels and everything are where
That
they
was the
should
whole
be.
thing?
And nothing's changing because we haven't been here that long.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's
Love it.
getting up in people's faces, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The whole table. The whole thing.
Moving the whole thing's fine.
No, because it doesn't come out. Okay, one
It
block.
was. Oh. Where did you? Oh.
Bup, bup.
The first thing that happens, a vent in the corner of the room. You see
Oh, not
some of that
vent.
dust start to move as the ventilation system comes back on, and with it, the heating begins to come back on as well. That's the first system.
Can you just check the Geigers for like when the vent turned back on, see if it like picked up more?
Yeah, go for it. I don't know why I said that like it was D&D and you had to roll. I'm not going to make you pull from the tower.
Roll for vents.
Yes, you can do that. I would say there probably is a bit of an increase.
Okay. Okay. Like everywhere, all around, just with the ventilation go back on?
Stronger coming from the ventilation.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Damn it.
Gonna
fucking
keep
vents
our helmets
first.
on. Ooh. No, that's okay. I thought it would be
This is
easier.
wild.
Oh, yeah, done.
There
You're
are just
so
a
fine.
lot of choices that I wouldn't be making.
Don't make me
Oh,
laugh.
sorry.
You gotta go for the loosest, baby.
You do. It's true. It's a true statement.
Okay.
Broadly, no.
Very nice. Very nice. The second system, as various crates and tools and things that are around the room are hovering, and you yourself are floating in the room. And then, quite violently, actually, the anti-grav, it doesn't gradually come on. Boof! And I'm gonna need everyone to make one pull from the tower.
Oh,
The bottom ones are not good.
Whoa! That one's doing something.
Imagine if this is how I die.
Yeah, and the grab turning back on.
Just as
Why is everyone so quiet?
Tommy
so we don't
is
die.
bringing this system online, just before everything goes crashing down, you hear something down the corridor. Go on, make your pull for gravity.
This one should be
don't
looser
want
now.
to.
You don't want to?
Well, I'm going to.
You can choose not to.
This one should be looser.
You can choose not to. You can choose not to. If you
would be
wanted
okay
to,
if you didn't.
if you wanted to, you could choose to not.
How do you not when it's gravity?
It just means that.
How?
Certain
Wait,
things
what
would
are the
happen.
Jenga rules? What are Jenga rules? You can't. Where can you not?
I think it's top 3.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
anything from
then
here
there's
down.
a very easy one.
Or it looks easy.
Yeah, it looks easy.
I know that you're being supportive. I'm just tense. I'm taking it out of you.
I love you. I believe in you.
Ooh, scary. Did you see it shake?
Yeah. Try one of the middles on the row down.
It's tricky because the top section is going to be a bit looser, but it's also above that.
This shit show?
Yeah.
I don't feel good about any of this. I have to be totally honest.
Sorry, I should let you go first.
I nearly said something just on the basis that I haven't done it yet and I'm shit at Jenga.
Yeah.
But
What's this one doing?
it doesn't. See, here's the thing. They look like they'd give.
It's
So does this.
These ones.
They
look
don't
good.
want to. Which ones?
These ones, the third from the bottom, because they look. There's
I
like
know
some
I shouldn't
gaps.
be helping.
That was euphoric.
No, you're fine.
We're so fine.
I
We're so
don't,
fine.
I don't
this, you
think
got
this. No, you are.
that's the case.
I think you are. Is this level? I need a level stable. I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
We're okay. I believe in you. Just
I
slowly.
believe in you so hard.
I believe you can pull. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't make you laugh.
Excuse me. Read the room.
When have I ever read a room correctly? And we're not going to celebrate big. We're going to do little golf clubs and not
Yes.
disturb the table.
You guys.
Yep. I sure am.
I'm not breathing.
I don't want to play anymore. Oh.
You got this. You got this.
That's so many Red Bulls.
You got this.
You're so
got this,
fine.
baby.
You're so fine.
Stunning.
You did it. You freaking did it. I'm gonna do an insane thing that's gonna make me look weak,
What?
but I think because you were messing with the system, you were already kind of holding on to stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you don't fall. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You were already holding yourself down
yeah.
at a
You were tethered.
Yeah.
at a, what are they called?
Grippies.
At the
Cir-
station.
circuit
Console.
box console.
Yeah.
But having said that, the computers are still not online.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Jenga usually this awful?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
you're a
that's hot.
demon.
Yeah.
Can I come around?
he's
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's demon.
absolutely.
Show that booty.
I like the little crab walk that's happening.
It's because I'm afraid of everything.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
It's so loose.
You did that so much
Perfect.
faster than
Yeah.
I would be capable of.
Well, it's because you loosened it for him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
And like
welcome.
legitimately.
Thank you.
I don't even want to like.
Sorry, as you're walking around it,
No,
it
that's
is.
me.
It's you? Well,
Yeah.
I think you should stop. If I have a vote.
Beside you, the main monitor that is used for the access point in engineering to the computer system flickers to life.
Oh, thank
The
Jesus.
computers are indeed back online.
I thought this was going to take a lot longer. You guys alright?
No.
Oh well.
You're doing
Some
great.
warning next time. would be
Welcome to
great.
space. I didn't know what was going to come next. Sorry.
Oh, I really felt you saying that.
I mean, look, you can keep going if you want to find what's next.
Did you hear anything down
I
the
want
hallway?
security cameras.
who can say?
Maybe it was your imagination. Who can say?
How do
Who
you feel
can
about
say?
it?
With the computer back.
Security cameras?
Oh, you're gonna go?
No. I'm just wondering if, like, can we see security cameras now that the thing's back online?
You can see. You can access the part of the computers where the security cameras would be. They are not at this particular moment on.
But what about old feeds?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. And actually, I will tell you this. You would be able to access old feeds, not from engineering. For that, you would have to go to like the command hub, right? So it's just like, it's one of those like access sort of restriction things where it's like, you don't need to know that.
Yeah.
The stuff that you can access from engineering is...
Shields are still down.
Yeah, you can get diagnostics. The shields are still down. It looks like the source of the radiation leak is that there was a break in the reactor shielding. So the reactor core, some of the shielding, I don't know, it broke down, malfunctioned, what have you, and started leaking the radiation. There are some areas that have notices for being locked off for sort of safety protocols, and there's sort of you can sort of get a general gist of a lot of the layout of the ship and what's where. And there is, you actually can access vital signs via the ship's diagnostics here.
That's what it's
I like that.
And there is a
signs of
concentration
life.
of vital signs that is closer to the med bay, which isn't far off from the command center. But they're very sort of low-level base signs, the sort of thing that you maybe would expect to see if someone was in stasis or cryo or that sort of thing.
And I'm a naive engineer. I
Oh,
don't
the
know
other
much about
thing,
it.
the other thing that you do notice from here is that all of the escape pods are still present. None were ejected.
Cyrus, there's some vitals on here if you want to take a look. And it's all French to me.
Show me the way. Where are we going?
It's just in the. Is that normal for people resting? I'll
So you
just show
start
them their
seeing
vitals.
little heart rates that are coming up.
That's too low. That's really low. We've got to get to them now.
Would that just be stasis? Or...
We've got to get to them now.
Pressing.
You've never been in space before.
I've
You're
never
like,
been-
I
I
have
don't know
no
what
idea what
stasis
cryo
is.
does.
That's a guy who needs our help.
Stasis when they're asleep for extended periods of time.
A cryo.
Usually
You probably
vitals are
went through
kind
cryo,
of
right?
low.
I mean, maybe. It's worth checking out.
We'll head that way anyway.
So while you guys were having this conversation,
I don't like that.
the camera shows the audience sort of you're in the foreground, and we can see sort of beyond you over your shoulders to the corridor in the back, still only lit up with those red strips. There's a shape out of focus down the far end of the corridor, and it's moving. So you know, that's what's happening while you're having this conversation. Yeah, it lumps closer.
Lead
Sort
the
of
way,
silhouette highlighted just enough to be visible through the dust. the camera shifts to sort of a close-up on you guys as you say, well, we're headed in that direction anyway. And when the camera cuts back to the wide, whatever it was is gone.
Is it cool?
Love it. Not cool for like May, but Kiara's having a great time.
Yeah, Dan's not.
Yeah, I think Cyrus is. Do we know the direction of Medbay? Like, do we
Yeah,
know the
yeah. When you got the sort of basic data information, when you got the data
Basic
information,
data information.
There were like multiple different options for display, but you would have naturally put it on like map overlay just to see sort of the layout of the ship at the same time.
Would I have been able to tell if like the door was blocked or anything?
Yeah, you would have been able to see where those little sort of locked off sections were.
Yeah,
It would have,
okay.
and you know, the most direct path maybe was cut off, and you know, there's a couple different paths, but you sort of see a section where, and now look, I need you to hear me out with this.
I don't want to.
I'm listening.
The most direct path that is still left to get to the command center. It's open, largely because there is a hull breach. And what you could do with your suits that you've got fully equipped, you could spacewalk. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Outside a hatch here, across the outside of the station, and then down through the hull breach, hop, skip, and a jump to get to the command center. Red Bay just beyond that.
I don't think I'm desperate to save that lives that much.
From engineering, you can't, because the security access isn't here, you can't unlock the cargo. You can find other stuff that you would be able to take. It's just not as valuable as the stuff that's locked in the docking bay.
I'll find a way to get it later when we're closer to the place with things and then people, and it's fine. We'll carry on. Lead the way, Doc. To your people.
I think this part's your domain. I don't know space. What do I do?
We're just following a map, Doc.
Is it that
Are
simple?
we spacewalking or are we going through the inside?
Do you think we can do
Your
it?
engineer might also be able to sort of override the whatever protocol is you know, the safety protocol that's locking these doors. That is a possibility as well.
So which would you like?
If you override
One
the
of them
safety
is
protocol-
cooler.
I mean, yeah. I mean, let's
I'm just doing a lot of pulls. I think maybe
But
we
do
should
what
just
you
go
want.
for it.
fuck it. We both.
If it's your
I'm
first
going
time in
through-
space,
Oh.
we should give you the
Oh yeah.
grand tour.
Yeah,
Trial by
I don't know if it
fire.
helps at all, but you trying to unlock the safety locked doors, that would make you pull. Who knows what's going to happen when you spacewalk? Because that's not an engineering job, you know what
Have you
I mean?
had a
That's not-
spacewalk before?
No.
What an
Wanna give it a
exciting
go?
time to.
Yes. Could we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is the closest to camaraderie he's felt this whole
I'll go
time. Like since
first.
they've been in space
You
together.
send the doc, then you? Or do you go first? Send the doc, then me. I think the doc should definitely go second.
Definitely second. I think I should go first in case anything goes wrong. You guys can go ship if need be. Just look after my family. Just in case. This is space.
My family back home on the
But-
farm.
But I'm trying to send some money
It's all
back
about
to you.
family.
Yeah, alright, let's spacewalk. Go for it.
So you're going first?
Yeah.
You climb the little ladder here.
We go left.
According to the map that you were sort of looking at, this is you're right in the sort of barracks area where the sort of the small contingent of military personnel rather than scientific
Are there
researchers.
any
were-
guns? I won't forget.
There are absolutely gun lockers. There are weapons lockers here. They are locked.
Lockers.
They are locked. Not mag locked. So it's not like it's not like you absolutely couldn't do anything about it. But you would be
But it's
trying to bust
effort.
into. But it's
But
effort.
It's probably worth it while I'm spacewalking to have something.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
try
you're
to
the
break
doc.
into a gun locker.
Right.
What if
It
he
away,
turns on
Sam.
you?
Oh
You
my
might need
God,
to
I'm
shoot
so
him
afraid.
again.
I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. I should not be.
Oh, hell yeah.
Money, please.
Yes, you absolutely. you get into one of the lockers. There's like 3 rifles there. I'm not necessarily sure that every single one of you is like trained, but there are
Is there
rifles
like
and ammo
a
there.
stun gun or like a baton or something less
No,
anywhere in the room?
nah.
Okay.
This is live.
Well, you get a rifle. I get a rifle. I unload the other rifle without telling Doc. And I hand one to you. It's not loaded. I mean, I don't say that. This is Kiara.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, here.
He takes it with reverence and
Wonderful.
yeah,
And if you run out
maybe
of bullets,
fumbles, holds on
And
tight.
I'm just gonna say, if you run out of bullets, just
Very earnest nodding.
If the gun jams,
yeah.
use it like a club.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So while
I
you're
pocket
grabbing
any
that,
ammo that I can get.
you know, sling rifle over your shoulder,
Yeah.
and you make sure that your helmet's
Check the oxygen. Check
I'm
everything. I'm
copying
checking my
them.
suit.
Yeah.
for step.
just making sure that it's not, you know, that
Yeah.
we're vacuum sealed.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
tears, there's no...
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone does a little spin.
And you sort of
Before I do.
start. Oh. And you have to pull from the tower because of the explosion. It's funnier every time I say it. You heave open this.
try
Actually, you
that hard,
expect to heave. That's actually it, because it feel like when you're first turning that wheel, it is heavy, but the looser it gets, the lighter the whole sort of hulking piece of metal gets. And you open it up, and you begin to sort of lift yourself out.
Welcome to
You
space,
feel
welcome to-
that sort of
Anxiety.
gravity drain away again, as you leave sort of that anti-grav, that opposite of anti-grav, the
Gravity.
artificial grav, that sort of field that is now hovering around the ship. You leave that and you begin to float again.
Holding on tight. 2 hands.
And you look up, and there's someone standing outside the ship.
That's far.
Am I still in the ship?
Wait,
You're like
has only
half
he
out.
has
You're
only
like
he
half out.
seen
Yeah,
it?
you're on
So
the ladder
you're like-
behind him.
Halfway out, and they're just standing there.
Like,
not like close.
close?
I would say
Okay.
like 50 meters away.
That's still like reasonably.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
In
I'll
space. In space,
swap
that feels
from
close.
that to like grabbing one of the rungs if there's a rung near me. Is there like, can I grab like a rock or something and try like? Because I can't be like, sup mate.
You
There
can
you go.
probably, honestly, the easiest thing to throw is probably one of the clips of ammo that you removed
Oh yeah.
from Cyrus's gun.
I'll just like.
What?
What did the narrator say?
I'll try, like
Seriously?
toss it and see. Like, is there any movement at all?
Well, look, I'm gonna save you a pull. You miss. It's hard to throw in,
Yeah.
you know, a lack of
Space,
gravity.
yeah.
But as the clip sort of drifts by, you realize the way that this figure moves, it's actually a corpse. They're drifting. They're just kind of
Can't see any of this,
you know,
but I'm
pulled in by the
captivated.
mass of the station itself.
Yeah. Wounds or anything? Like, or does it just look like
far.
he's
Do you
just
wanna get
got
closer?
blown out? Not particularly. I don't really care.
Do you still want to go first?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go. Can I see them down below?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm, like,
and
right
you've got
behind you.
comms between your
Oh,
helmets,
okay.
So
I'll dial in and just be like, floating corpse up here,
How close to the breach?
50 meters or so,
50 meters from you, much
50 meters from me.
closer to where the breach is.
closer to the breach. Doesn't look like anything.
We've probably seen floating corpses before.
Yeah.
Almost certain.
Yeah, let's...
You probably haven't.
I am
Kid?
keen.
Yeah.
Simon's a little
need
freak.
to.
Professional freak.
Is somebody gonna
Okay, actually, that won me back over. I need to check out this corpse. So I'm like,
So, it is a dead body.
can I scan it? Can I
We-
go?
Kid,
We're about to do a spacewalk, buddy.
it sounds like we're gonna have to walk past it. But we're
Yeah.
we're not touching things that shouldn't be touched.
No, scanning.
We don't know
Scanning's
why
not
it died.
touching.
We don't know
Scanning's not
what's
touching.
eating
Well,
it.
maybe I can find out.
Maybe you
Wherever
can.
you are.
Kid, you gotta promise me we ain't touching it.
Scanning's not touching.
Cool.
Remember those heartbeats you saw in vitals? We're going for those.
Yeah, you're right.
The important ones more. The alive ones are more important.
Yeah.
You put ones
you're
more
right.
alive.
Yeah, that's also true. Either way you say it, it's still true. I'll see where my little path is and
Yeah, cool.
get ready to.
Cool. Yeah, you're chill. You're doing your thing.
I'm spacewalking.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
You've done this kind of thing before. I'm
easy.
actually not gonna make you pull for it. Like if
Thank
there was some kind of like I don't know,
Can I hold
a
Cyrus's
meteor
hand?
flying past. Like if there was something to
hold
disrupt it,
Okay.
we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
But
But so far,
at this
we
point,
go.
fairly run of the mill.
Okay.
There's nothing to make it that difficult for you.
okay.
I would be going with Cyrus.
With Cyrus, okay.
Yeah. So like not waiting for him to go.
Little
on and go.
escort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you were making sure there was nothing out there, and now I am making sure that Simon does not float away.
Simon.
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 Who's Simon?
Who is Simon?
So that was our last stop.
Cyrus.
Oh, the betrayal. Ouch.
Here's a question. In your bid to keep Cyrus from floating away, would you perhaps use your belt to tether yourself to Cyrus?
Yeah, I was gonna say is there
Feels
rope,
like bait.
but then that
Good
felt
to
like
know.
a
I
really,
don't know.
It's good to know.
a
It's good
really
to know.
D&D question.
We're about to die.
Sure is. Cool.
Maybe.
So you approach the body and the area where
I'm
the
standing
reached.
far enough back that Cyrus can't like just reach out and touch it.
Yeah.
Just in case the desire overtakes him.
Yeah, fair enough. You can sort of see from this point, particularly Tommy, can see that the hull was breached. Looks like from an explosion, probably
Internal.
internal. There it is. There it is. And you, Cyrus, are looking at this body, and from outside of arm's reach, without like a really thorough examination or anything, you would feel confident hazarding that it looks like burns. It's
You thought Simpsons burns, didn't you?
No. It's just the idea of an obviously burned corpse and me turning to you guys and being like, you guys, I have deduced that it is burns. You guys would be like,
Cool.
I mean, to be fair, from their perspective, it probably just looks like a guy with no skin.
oh, well, in
Yeah,
that case, yeah, cool, it's burns,
But
guys.
you look at that and you go, yeah, but he's
That's
got no skin because of
because
the
it's
burns.
burns.
That's burns, guys,
Yeah.
that's burns for sure.
Is it like inward explosion or outward explosion?
From inside, blowing up.
Out. Into space.
Yeah. I had to mime it.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, I couldn't be sure.
Most stressful part.
But I think that that's, yeah, sufficient.
In we go.
Oh,
Oh no.
as you pass by, your Geiger counter does tick up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever Geiger counters sound like, you know. Yeah, they sound like that.
Yeah.
Like little worms.
Like
oh.
villagers.
What?
I forgot that Kit doesn't like worms.
But it was such a strong visceral reaction. I'm so sorry.
It's
So,
so-
Geiger counters.
It's probably
think
how
that's
you
how
react
worms
to
would
like a
talk.
Geiger going to like.
I'm so
I
sorry.
was
Caterpillar.
so in
Oh my
character,
God.
you guys.
So
So
sorry.
in character, yeah.
Nothing like a word.
Yeah, cool. It's
Worms are funny
a
again.
little bit more complicated climbing down in through the breach, just because,
Spiky.
first of all, no ladder. Also, you're coming in from a lack of gravity, but once you kind of get in past that that layer,
Pulls you under.
yeah, it pulls you under. And so you kind of have to do a delicate little like pull yourself down and then try to grab the opposite direction without falling, right? But I'm gonna be nice because you were all so careful this time because of your experience with gravity earlier.
Gravity works.
So you all make it in, and what you see is kind of another end of the barracks. In this area, the weapons lockers are actually open.
I still the rest of the ammo.
There actually isn't much ammo. There are a lot of shells, though. Spent shells. And you can kind of see, you know, there's the area where the lockers were kind of blown in or misshapen from whatever the explosion
Have
was.
we unclicked?
Yes.
Okay.
If we're in safely, I will
Yeah,
put my
yeah.
belt back on.
Cool.
Keep up my space pants. um,
Are there any like bodies
cool.
around?
I would.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that there are a couple more burnt bodies in here, probably.
I'm burnt
Yeah.
as well. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm giving a like
and that same
really casual examination.
I'm gonna pick a different noise for the Geiger counter every time.
I love this.
The funny thing is, I can hear the noise
I
in my
can
head.
hear it.
I cannot make that.
I'm
noise.
picturing the
I
fallout
have
noise.
been watching.
That's pretty good.
Shamefully, I've been watching Supernatural again, so I'm hearing their like EMF reader noise in my brain.
Yeah, great. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Anyway,
Do you want to do anything in here? You don't have to.
I'm just gonna tell everyone overcomes to just be quiet and careful. Something happened here that doesn't look good. I mean, you can see with your eyes, but like,
Guys, I think
look
something
with your
went down.
special eyes.
I think Cyrus is really helpfully relaying that this one's burns, and actually also this one's burns, and so's this one.
You find one cause of death
guys.
was not burns.
Stoked.
I would say probably like 6 gunshot wounds.
Okay. Okay. So yeah,
At least
I'm
one.
letting you guys
There's
know.
maybe even a couple more.
I'm letting you guys know. Like I'm bringing you over to show you.
Is there anything different, or does it just look like another personnel?
It's a little hard to tell because like clothing was destroyed, but there's nothing that is like there's no like secret.
No thing-esque
There's,
body
there's
horror
no thing
going
standing
on.
out
Yeah.
as being particularly
Yeah.
drastically different.
Great.
Haven't
Well,
melted.
stunning. It's just another day in space.
Just another day in space.
Love it here.
All right, so I assume that you just keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. So you make it to Central Command without much more difficulty. There's no other, spacewalks necessary or anything like that. You get in, and now with the power back on, particularly to the computer systems, they sort of almost sense your presence and start to boot up, and you hear over the sort of intercom loudspeaker thing within the command center, the AI voice starts
Yes,
to come
AI
online,
voice.
starts to wake back up and says, "Greetings, I am Alexa. Allow me to reboot."
mean,
Yeah,
Bezos got
there's
richer.
like central access terminals in here that are a little bit fancier than the ones that you had access to in the engineering quarters.
Can we ask Alexa to tell us, like, any of the recounting past days or anything like that? Does she have that knowledge?
Accessing security data. And she begins to pull up. You actually see it starting to ping on the screen as she's reading it out. And it sort of plays them out in sort of reverse chronological order, sort of starting about a month ago. Alert, systems critical, initiating hibernation protocol. Alert, barracks entry restricted. Alert, Delta Lab restricted. Alert, Epsilon Lab restricted. Alert, medical wing compromised. Alert, reactor restricted. Alert, reactor core shielding compromised. Notice, rifle access has exceeded recommended safety standards. Admiral approval required. Notice, medical suite admissions unusually high. Consider enacting quarantine protocol. As all of this is being read out, the noise from Alexa is covering
Oh no.
the sounds.
Fuck you!
Look, Alexa's pretty loud. And it maybe drew some attention. It's only sort of towards the very end of that that you start to hear kind of a really quick, like not a dragging, but like scuffing of feet. Sort of an inelegant run. But it is approaching very, very quickly.
I
I would
would-
love for the three of you to tell me who's the closest to the door.
Is it the door we came from, or like?
Yeah, the door you came from.
I feel like it was probably gonna be me.
I think I'm probably in the middle. Still,
middle?
like the same
If
configuration.
I could hear it, I'd try and turn with weapon raised, but
Well, let's do this in two ways,
Yeah.
right? So you want to turn and shoot it.
no.
You want to turn and point your gun at it.
Yes.
Okay. So
ask
yeah, let's
questions
do that first. Do you turn in time?
Just one?
Yeah. Because we're gonna do this in phases, like each little thing that
It's
happens.
one
right?
of the loose ones.
Love it. Okay. So you turn around in time to see it. It is a person with basically no skin. Very, very similar in appearance to those
The corpses.
burnt guys without the singeing.
Okay.
Am I
It feels like maybe
familiar
I
enough to
get
know that with that level of damage, they probably should not be alive? Mm-hmm. Right, I shoot.
Great. Pull a block.
Hee hee. Wait, it's top 3. Gotta risk it to get the.
Are we watching at this point? Like, have we turned? Or...
Yeah, you're reacting to this as it's happening now.
I fully think I'm about. Oh my god, Kiara, you're
What?
brave. What do you mean, what? It's clear what?
It's clear. Oh, baby. You absolutely managed to shoot it. I'm gonna say you probably hit it like upper chest as it's coming at you. Now it's like running full speed,
Yeah.
takes that hit. So it probably can't like tackle you to the ground like it might have, but it is still going to, it's particularly like lunging at your helmet and at your head. So if you want to sort of avoid that, I'm gonna need one more pull. But it is bleeding. It is bleeding from that wound. And you almost actually like hear kind of a hiss of air,
okay.
like from lungs.
Would Tommy, sorry, I had to really think there. Would Tommy and I have like also noted that it probably shouldn't be alive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It's not
the
like-
minute. So the sequence is like you're kind of distracted by this thing that's happening with Alexa. You sort of see more than hear. May whip around as you turn around to see what's happening.
They're, like, gone
Gunfire,
down.
and then it's just all happening at once. So you'll get a chance to do something in a second. Just resolving sort of that immediate thing first.
I'm so sorry to everyone else.
No, I mean, we pulled the blocks that we could pull.
Fucking love it. It comes at you, and you just manage to sort of pull back out of its reach as it lunges, and it almost actually makes it stumble as it sort of comes in too fast and swings too close to itself, too close to get purchased
Come
on you.
through like the doorway.
It's come through the doorway to sort of where you were standing, sort of just inside. Would either of you two like to do anything?
Yeah. I've pulled out my gun and I'm trying to shoot it.
Click, 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 click.
Fuck, it's whatever, stall, just like I
Jammed.
said,
She's
jammed.
stalled.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try and,
Oh, you're gonna take a swing?
You're gonna
I'm gonna take some
get
swings.
closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty close,
God,
like I'm
if
right
not
behind
giving
you, so I'm
bullets
right.
leads to- That's so
I'm right
fucked.
there. What else do I do, you know?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You know what it requires.
Just go real slow.
I love this game.
I love this game too.
It brings me fear, which, I mean,
It brings
more-
you fear.
the better word is probably
Dread.
Yeah, do not lean on the table. Yeah, lean on me.
Lean on me.
Oh God, no, I can't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Don't forget you can move around as well. Around the table.
yeah, you can move around the table. We made the tower shitty.
Well, you had no other choice. I think.
No,
I think
no, as in constructing it back up again. We've put it off
Wonkies?
center, yeah.
Oh.
So it's going to be really hard to get this row out.
Right.
Ooh, I hated that.
Yes.
Oof.
Try this room.
Okay. I really wish I could lean on the table.
You can do whatever you want.
True to your heart.
I wish I could
I'm
just do like
shaking.
an nature chop and just like hit a block out.
That would be so sexy.
Yeah.
So sorry.
There are people out there who do play Jenga so well that they can go whoosh,
Yeah.
and, like tablecloth it.
No. But it did move.
The block.
But also everything moved.
Which block was it?
This one.
Try
Oh,
grabbing it. Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't let this be your fly.
My fly. Oh.
Okay.
Don't
Just-
bring this up right
just,
now.
just going for that end. And then very slowly. I believe in you.
You can abandon the pool at any time.
Yeah, but I believe in you.
But where's the fun in that?
You can make a heroic sacrifice at any time.
Well, it might become one.
You
Depending on-
if it falls without you saying it, it's not a heroic
Oh,
sacrifice.
okay.
Slowly.
You're so close. Your hand is shaking so much as you put that down. Unbelievably.
So much fun.
Your pristine doctor, cravat just barely visible through the visor of this helmet,
Stethoscopes on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
swings in from the side and clocks this thing on the head. Bash! And you knock this thing probably over. It scatters to the floor. Alexa in the background, just not even acknowledging what's happening, is like, bringing core systems back online. She's just going about her business.
Allegedly.
She's just going about her business.
So
Alexa, stop.
the thing is prone, but still.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
You try to reason with the AI?
I just say, Alexa, stop, boot up. Oh.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I cannot stress this enough. You don't have to.
I'm not gonna. I'll try it, and I'm like, oh, she didn't hear me, whatever, okay.
So
And she's like, security access required.
Okay.
What is your admiral's code?
the human thing, not prone, still in the room.
It's like, let's call it half prone. It's
Okay.
like, it's not on its
But it's
back.
trying to get up?
But it's like, I would say sort of like on its side on the floor, getting ready to get back up.
Okay.
The lights are going out.
Yeah. Which is great timing. I'm gonna try and aim for it like a headshot.
Okay.
I'm pulling.
Go for it. Aim for like a headshot. How do you keep finding these?
Because I'm really good at Jenga.
She plays a lot of Jenga.
I do.
You're never gonna die.
Wow.
Yeah, you take your headshot, blam! Like bits of skull fragments scatter across the floor as it's about to get up. It turns to you and like opens its mouth and just gone. Brain matter, that thing is staying down.
So, how bad do you want to get to these vitals?
Pretty bad.
Even after
Really?
this?
It's on us. Like it's right here. Let's go.
You hear from across the way through the other door, on the other side of the command center, you hear like a screech, like an inhuman.
Can I
I'm gonna say
say
less keen.
space
I-
shot.
Less keen.
can
Immediately.
I say Alexa seal
Yeah, go for
doors?
it.
Oh, baby, 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 baby. No, but then we're sealed in.
You're reasoning with a military
we have the
AI.
outside.
You don't have to do
Do we
nothing.
still have the outside?
I don't know.
If I feel us in this room, there's no the breach in the hole's not there.
No, you've moved beyond
Yeah.
that.
Is there any way to get out of this room? That's not.
Not from the command center itself. No.
Can I say Alexa seal that door specifically?
Yeah, go,
I would-
if you want to do that,
yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Where the screech came from.
I think it's like wild how confidently. Oh, that was fucked. Actually.
It's actually scarier now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we just have the blue light of Alexa.
This is not feeling good. gang.
Oh, the bottom is dicey.
Yeah. This does not feel good, gang.
Yeah, I am not feeling good. Please provide Admiral's code.
Your mom. I say it louder. Your mom.
You say your mum, Alexa doesn't accept it, but you do in this moment as you hear that same dragging, scuffing run coming down the dark corridor on the other side. You're in like a weird place at this point because you didn't turn the light systems back on, but Alexa has turned off the emergency sort of status, right? And so the red.
Is that what that was? Yeah.
The red strips are gone. You are working now just with the lights of the monitors and your helmet torches, right?
Okay.
And so you can't see it coming. You can only hear it. And in this moment of panic, unbelievably, you call to mind. You had that list of stolen Admiral codes, and it's like one of the numbers stuck in your head. Because it was actually like your best friend's birthday. And so you managed to get that code out just in time. And Alexa goes, ceiling, doors. And they lock and you hear thump, 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 thump as things slam up against the door.
Oh, multiple.
Guys, what are they? What's that?
I think we're gonna
You've done it before.
We're leaving.
You've dealt
We're
with this
leaving. We're
before.
leaving. We're
Not
leaving.
You haven't?
We're going.
Okay.
Fuck those vitals.
Okay.
Fuck the
All right, fuck those vitals! Love it!
Skedaddle.
So you have a couple of options. Alexa having engaged more of the systems back online.
Are there any shuttles in here, like the emergency?
Not in the command center. You know where to get to them, all right? So here's the setup. If you want to get back to your ship, spacewalk not likely because getting up through the breach in the hull isn't as easy as it was getting the other way, right? There's a better chance of making it through the previously safety locked doors if you go back through this direction. Now that Alexa's online, she's, you know, turning a bunch of stuff back on. You're not having to really like fight upstream to get those doors unlocked in the same way. And if you wanted to get to the nearest escape pods that you saw when you got that sort of map up in engineering, then it would take you through slightly different rooms. You don't remember quite as clearly whether the doors are locked. You could, you know, pull a block to see if you remember. But the main thing that you're going to have to sort of wrestle with here is if you go to the escape pods, you can launch, get out there, but they're single manned, right? So it's one person and you're drifting. You can't pilot them. You're basically just out there with life support systems, drifting in space, sending out distress beacons.
I don't think I know this information, but that sucks.
Yeah. Whereas if you get back to your ship, it's further.
Yeah.
But if you make it, you're on your ship. You're on Steve. You know Steve. You
old
can get out of
Steve.
there,
Good old
right?
Steve.
Good old reliable Steve.
Yeah.
So that's probably the main sort of.
Do we only have control of Alexa from the room that we're currently in?
I would say, based on your experience doing this sort of work, you're not usually necessarily dealing with space stations. But it would be unusual to have no access to Alexa from other parts. You probably have primary access from here, and there might be sort of separate branch AIs that take over at different points. But you would have voice access.
So
through other
feasibly we
systems.
could try and go and like request the doors to be locked.
Locked doors behind you.
Behind us.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Okay, I say Doc, I don't think you're gonna be able to pilot an escape pod. I say we.
No one
Please
can
don't.
pilot an escape.
Yeah.
May couldn't pilot an escape pod.
May would give it a try. He's like hot wiring.
Hotwire this baby.
Wouldn't
Invent
put
a
it past
steering
him.
wheel.
We haul an ass to Steve. We're hauling ass.
You're
to
aiming for
Steve.
Steve. You don't even have to stick together. You can, if you think different things. What you're
Okay,
currently
I'm going to
skateboards?
Steve.
Not really. It took a week for anything to get to here. Like for us to get
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm
So
like,
we're gonna go Steve.
We're gonna go to
Yeah.
Steve.
We
I'm
gotta go
not
Steve.
getting in an escape pod by myself. I have no skills.
All right. Now I'm assuming that conversation was like.
Yeah.
It was like the call was made.
This is Kiara.
Yeah,
and
this
Dan
is
and Kit.
extrapolation. Like at most, it would have been you being like, "How far are the escape pods?" and you being like, "Not an option."
yeah.
Steve.
Can I also ask would I remember where the labs were? Because I remember Alexa saying that the labs were
The
like,
Delta Lab and Epsilon Lab
yeah.
were.
Are they like anywhere on the way towards?
They are more
Where are we
on. They're probably actually on opposite sides. Probably one of them is on the side of Command Center that you just locked off, that was closer to Medbay.
Okay.
And one is probably on this closer side to you.
Yeah.
They're not like immediately adjacent to the command center,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
you know the corridors leading to them, kind of opposite sides of it.
Okay. We will.
Okay.
I'm just going to double check that list of places that were sealed off, just in case you're.
I am getting us to walk into the next corridor area.
Yep.
And
So
then-
you're walking.
Oh, I guess we're running.
The choice is yours.
I'm running.
The choice is
I'm
yours.
sorry, I'm
Yeah.
running.
The choice is yours.
I am.
Speed walking.
I am
I am
making
clunking
making
loudly.
a retreat.
You're making a retreat.
Yeah. I don't know if it would be possible, but
guns
I
up.
would. I would.
I don't even know that I'm
since-
running in a
since-
straight line.
since
I'm
you're
like
running-
zigzagging
since
and
you're
like
running-
hyperventilating.
Cyrus, since
Oh,
you're
no.
running, you're in the lead.
That's okay because I'm just I'm going. I'm getting
Cool.
out of here.
So you're just going fast as you can in a straight line.
yeah.
All right.
I would. If I.
I
Saw,
have my gun
Yeah.
cocked in
Absolutely,
that
you do.
I was
way.
gonna try and put bullets in it, but. And
So-
I would request for the doors to be locked behind us
on the way through.
Yeah. Every door.
You had
on the
that
way through.
admiral's code. She's like keyed into your voice and is like, oh yeah, absolutely.
I am the look
Absolutely,
at me.
Admiral.
Look at me. I am the admiral now.
Admiral Bamfly, yes.
So she's
sir.
as you're doing this, yeah, absolutely.
And I would
every time you go through.
try to catch up.
Yeah.
I would.
Before
We would
you
hold
can,
off a
though,
little bit.
A little bit.
you reach
But I want to be.
an area
check
that
it.
you actually have read about. This is something that you probably would have had to have studied at some
That's
point.
exciting to have knowledge.
So this is most ships use sort of an artificial recycling mode of O2
Right.
preservation. This is a fairly permanent structure with quite a large crew, or was. And so for these, they tend to have a hydroponic sort of botanical solution to O2. And actually, it makes sense now why O2 was still
Yeah.
available when you first got onto the ship, because you basically cross onto grass,
Oh, that's nice.
and as your torch is swinging around
Oh.
in the pitch black, you can see the trunks of trees.
Oh.
We will find out now as you're running whether you see the tree root. You can choose not to do it.
Where's the fun?
You can abandon halfway through, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
yeah.
How would that work?
Someone's
As in
gotta
you're just
die,
not,
don't they?
like,
As in,
running?
you can just go.
Stack it.
You can try and go, this isn't going to work, and then it's just treated as if you decided not to make a pull. So,
Oh,
so
okay.
things
No.
just get more complicated.
Maybe.
Bad things happen.
That's
But
right.
Bad
right,
things
right.
happen, but not death.
Yeah.
If I did it that way, that's quite funny.
Yeah.
Because that's not
Take your
usually
turn.
the issue.
One of the blocks hits me between the eyes.
Yeah. You got this.
I don't think I can do this any more delicately.
You totally do.
Gentle,
Jesus
gentle,
Christ.
gentle, gentle.
Yeah.
You sort of,
Fuck me.
not trailing behind, but sort of keeping towards the back of this trio, start to hear something from overhead. Like a hollow.
I'll just overhead. And I'll torch up.
As you pan
Yes.
the torch up,
Yes.
you do
Yes.
see an opening
Yes.
to one of those vents.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I
I'm
high
so
five
proud
you,
of
but I
you.
don't want
I'm
to.
so
I don't
proud
want to
of
reach
you.
anywhere across this. It's fine.
Oh.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. I can, can I hold your arm still? You've got this. You've got this.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yep. There.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
I'll, once I clock that the vent is open, I'll haul ass just a little bit quicker and be like, fucking seal, open vent, above.
If you said that into the comms, I'd
Yeah.
say seal doors and vent.
So sealing doors on vent. There's no doors on the vent.
Seal doors behind us
Yeah,
and vent.
and vent. You can't seal the vent.
Is
Yeah.
there like a door close
Because-
after the vent?
Oh, yeah, but the ventilation system runs through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that this is an open vent, it's just that there are
vents,
vents.
okay.
And there is a noise echoing through those vents.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've figured out
just
something's in
just
the
to
vents.
resolve this situation that just happened. You, Cyrus, have this moment of, it's like shock as you run onto the grass and see these trees.
Yeah.
And it's somewhere between this surprise and a little bit of almost
Probably joy,
like
right?
joy, right? It's
been a while.
this little, you haven't, you're such an earth boy.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
such
an earth boy.
you're
We've
such
always
an
said
earth
that.
boy. You've always said that.
Yeah.
And so that moment of like the shock of trees and grass under
Yeah.
your feet, and that slows you enough that you notice and sort of slow down
okay.
and don't completely topple
Stack
over.
it.
Yeah, eyes up.
Pick up the pace. I'm gonna keep torch ahead on the ground so that we can see our path to the door.
Cool.
That's it. We
You
pick
just-
up the pace.
we're done?
To,
Alright.
seal
Pick up the
door
pace through the forest.
if we can.
Yeah, is it
Do
still
we want
like
to slow down in
one?
the forest? Like, there are noises in events, like maybe
Here's
like,
the
forest can be
benefit
good.
of the forest.
losing.
Trees.
The vents don't go through because it's such a big area of
Yeah.
Maybe a good
vegetation.
place to, like,
the vents are
hyperventilate from.
further out,
Yeah.
closer to the walls,
Just
the
like-
edges.
Even had a conversation.
The dangerous part is that darkness in essentially woods that have basically they've gotten like tangled and overgrown a little bit during this last month or however long that they've kind of been allowed to do their own thing. It's a bit dangerous to kind of traverse through here in the dark. But
I would say not pick up the pace, but I think we should keep pushing ahead.
Yeah.
And I will make sure that my light, if you are keeping scope up, I will make sure light.
Oh, if there's no
Is-
vents in like this
Oh
bit.
yeah, you
well,
can.
there's no vents in
the middle,
The
like
middle
where we're
it's kind
running
of
through.
it's
A big
almost like a
circly
huge
thing?
room.
Yeah.
And so around the walls, there's still those vents. And in fact, the further you travel in, you probably start to hear like metal clang, like bash, bash, full clang.
No.
And then another one from further off in another direction.
Yeah, cool.
Another
We
further
are
behind you.
just
Gonna go.
gonna go.
Pushing through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
rushing.
Super shy, but
I
Yeah.
think
say rush?
keeping pace to
Keeping
what we've
pace.
been doing.
You wouldn't say rush?
pushing. No.
You wouldn't say
I
rush?
wouldn't say we'd try to go
Hustling.
any faster over difficult terrain.
Let's put it this way. Because y'all are playing the real middle of the road here.
Fine, we're going faster.
No. It is what it is.
We're running.
I'll say, give me 2 block pulls between
Each?
you.
Oh,
no.
fuck.
You can decide who's pulling.
I really think I'd let the team down. I'll be totally honest. I don't think I
I'm
should
happy
be
to do
I haven't
included.
both.
done a
I'm happy to
poll.
do both of them. But
That's not fair.
it's not fair. If you want to pull, you go first.
I hate everything.
I love you.
I was so
and I have
brave
so
before.
much
I think
faith
I can
in
be
you.
coward now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't.
I don't know if we needed
Well,
that.
Oh no, that's not.
That's
That's
so
not
not
it.
moving.
That's not it. That's not it.
Oh
Try this one. This one.
no, I think this one. These ones look cute.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. This. Oh. Feels hideous.
There will be a little bit of tug.
again,
with the
you
tail.
can abandon at any time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Sorry, that one was absolutely
Try
crazy.
this. What's this one? Oh, this
I can't believe how many outsidey ones we've done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This one?
I do know what you mean. You could abandon the pole.
Do you want me to do both?
No.
Yeah, slowly, very slowly. Wiggle.
It's just moving the bottom part.
No, I can see it moving a little bit.
Abandon
Yeah.
the pole.
That's
you know you
fucked.
want to. It's the safest thing for Tommy. Look at that. That looks
Are you
very
gonna do a hero?
dangerous.
Are you gonna do hero?
It looks very dangerous.
This one really is.
No, we're
I
safe.
really
Actually,
hope
this
one
is
of the
fucked.
cameras could see that.
Which one was I pulling? This? Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're all awful. Sorry.
What's this one like?
Think of your family back home.
Oh my god.
You have to make it back to them.
No, this one.
They need you to survive, Tommy.
You're just doing the tower and then.
Like, is anything safe?
I don't think so, unfortunately. Yes. I believe in you.
That's the face of hope on a dead man's face. The face of hope on a dead man's face? I actually don't know what that means.
Dead man's toe.
It's still do that.
No, it's just slow. Just start spinning this end. Keep spinning
I'm in
for
my
my
body anymore.
Yeah.
Your knees!
Yeah, my knees are fucked.
The wide shot is just getting your butt. Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's just enjoy this for a second.
Enjoy?
Yeah, let's just. Okay, go for it. So let's say that one, Tommy, because of what would have happened
Yeah.
if that had gone badly.
Look how fucked this one is. Look what we've
that
done.
pull was to not get separated from the group. The group has stuck together. All right.
Okay.
I hate that.
What?
Jesus Christ.
My God, is it all you got? As screeches echo
That
through
noise.
the chamber, that noise, a chorus of screeches echoing through the chamber, through the dark between the trees. The relief you feel as you break out of the tree line on the other side, and it's still dark, it's still dangerous, but you're not about to trip on a tree root and smash your helmet in. Oh, and you start pounding down
we're
this
going.
corridor. And you can just hear the pounding of feet behind you through the grass, changing to metal, clank, 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 closed doors. As you reach the other side of Botanics,
Yeah.
you're out of Alexa's range.
Fuck.
Hello, my name is Siri. How can I assist you?
I'm just yelling I yell the code and I'm closed door, please, closed door behind us. Siri.
Unfortunately, that code was reported stolen. By a zombie.
Yeah, who reported it stolen?
It's basically, if you had time to think about it, let's say if you survive, you look
Yeah.
back on this, you figure out Probably it's just that as the computer booted up and started
Yeah.
connecting again, it actually had time to update and check.
But the
records.
lights still aren't on?
The lights.
Priorities out of whack?
The lights are short-circuited. The
okay.
computers actually can't do anything about
Okay,
it.
so they're just doing their
Wonderful.
best.
I guess I pick up the pace.
They're doing
Ow,
everything
my
they can.
leg! You're booking it down
So
this
anxious.
corridor. You can still hear closing in from multiple sides now. These creatures, and you come to a sort of crossways. It's not even like a four-way crossing. It's like almost an
Prongs?
asterisk
Oh, I see.
star
That's so
There's
many.
so many
of
options.
corridors. Of corridors. A way that many people pronounce that word.
Not funny time right now.
Sorry.
Don't have any time for your jokes.
The person who got the best look at the map,
Yeah.
who has the best shot of remembering what direction you're supposed to be
I'm so
going
glad
in.
because I'm going to be honest. I don't think I have a chance in fuck
Yeah.
of doing this at any
Or
point.
here.
You barely.
If I could think of a way to force you to make a pull right now, I would.
I know that
I don't
about
want you to feel left out.
That's not the concern I have.
Did you try the lower one? That was good.
Oh yeah. I won't.
I'm not confident. Tappy, tappy, tappy. I think the tappy's.
Tapped out.
I think it's gonna end bad.
It's all good.
You can abandon the pull at any time.
No, you can't.
You
Because
can.
I believe in you.
And you would live.
Wait,
You would live.
wait. That's not true. Is that 3
At
down,
least
or does
for
it
the
have to be a
time
full
being.
platform?
I don't know. So earlier we did one.
The third full row is
Okay.
the first one that you can pull from. Because I think earlier we were doing.
Yeah.
May as well be consistent. Maybe.
We're going down there.
I thought you might
Going
know.
down there.
No. Well, that one felt okay.
No, it didn't.
I didn't.
There's a
Oh,
fun,
that's bad. That's so bad.
there's a
actually.
fun spinning top quality here.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
abandon the pull.
Actually, could you spin it? That looks like it'd lock it in place.
No.
That's how that works.
I'm more stressed when other people are going than I'm when I'm going. 'Cause I'm like, if I
Lack of
die, I
trust.
die. No. I'm always prepared.
To die. Yeah. Okay.
Think of your family back on the farm. They want you to live because they
Yes.
love Tommy so much.
Spin it that way. Try get this end
Wow.
up.
Ooh, ah.
Ooh,
Something's about to happen. I can taste it in the air.
Enough of you. Banned.
Ah. I'm just being helpful.
Illegal.
I'm just being helpful. You could abandon the pull.
He's not
You could make a
someone.
heroic sacrifice.
Tommy's big and brave and so strong, and he has cool tattoos on his neck
He sure does.
and piercings,
And a family back on the phone.
and he likes strawberries maybe.
He's more of a
I don't know
blueberry
what
guy.
would tell you that.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's so close.
I will bite you.
Please
I feel like that made me jump more
I know
than anyone
both
else.
times I did it.
Did you do it twice? I don't care. I don't care right now.
It was only because he made the noise. My brain was like, bite.
Gut reaction. Fight or flight. I choose fight. Bite or flight.
Oh my god.
Take your time. It's fine. I believe you can pull.
I can't believe I'm honestly going to be so angry if you all live.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
You can abandon it. You can abandon it right there.
No, you can't.
You could.
This is the devil on your shoulder. I'm the angel.
Look.
You can do it.
No,
I have faith
no
in you.
choice
It's
is
so
the right
fine.
choice.
No. You've got it. You've got
No
it.
choice
so
is
sorry,
the
I'll
right
be
choice.
quiet.
Think
Got
of
it.
what's best for you.
Knowing the right direction
Yeah, that feels like you have to know that, right? Don't you?
to oh my is
Steve,
Thank
How
you.
dare you forget the name of my shirt?
My brain was saying Jerry.
Maybe it's Alan.
It's not over yet.
I know.
What if we don't die?
Well,
That's
then you
very
will
funny.
live.
Okay.
Oh, oh that's
Yes,
even
no, you've got it. You've got it. You've got
scarier.
it. You've got it. I know it. How scary is it? It's worse than the pool. No, you've got it.
So well done. Split second decision. You actually, you know the fastest way by the map. You're about to run down there. You hear the echoing. So you reroute in that moment, book it down the next best option, and you're actually coming up now on the cargo bay. In between you and the cargo bay is one of those locked
Labs.
security doors. It's not the lab. Well,
Okay.
as far as you know, you don't think it's the lab. But it's one of those sort of safety protocol locked doors. So
Is it Star Wars locked?
is it Star Wars locked?
Can I shoot the control pad and open the door?
Oh, go for it. Shoot the control pad. Yeah, absolutely shoot the control pad. I'd love to see what happens. I can't believe that we're coming down to a showdown in the freaking dock bay. Oh
mate,
my
mate.
god.
What the fuck?
I don't want my butt to be on camera. That's what I'm more concerned about right now. It's actually easier to go from the other side.
I almost fell off the back of the couch.
It's Halloween! Halloween week.
Can I abandon that one but go for another one?
Yeah. We've been playing that way the whole time. Yeah, I'll say once you get a block sort of like
Mostly
halfway out,
Yeah.
at that point I think it's a call of like, do you abandon the pool? But
Yeah, no, that one's not going anywhere further.
I'm too nice to you is what I'm learning.
We're just skilled. That is a key important.
This is definitely the longest I've ever lasted in a game of Jenga. I
many
know
goals
that,
have
like,
you made?
not that many. I think that's why I've lasted so long. Not for lack of want.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll find more ways
No,
to try
I
and kill
just,
you.
I'm
No, I hear you.
comfortable.
I hear the note.
Oh.
I hear the note.
No, I just wanted you to know
I
that
know I
I'm
do, I hear it, I
participating.
hear it.
I am here and I
And
am
I'm
trying.
gonna fix it. I
I'm not
promise you,
intending.
I
That's okay,
promise you
Olivia.
I'm gonna
I'm
fix it.
comfortable.
The thing I'm gonna
with
do
it.
is that I'm going to improve what I'm doing so that you have a better time by getting to engage with the Jenga tower more.
I feel engaged. I feel
my
that's fucked.
God.
Actually, I don't think it
That's
should do
actually,
that.
I'm pretty sure, illegal in both
I don't
states.
think that's how gravity works. Actually,
Yeah. It's, you know what? The
Space.
artificial gravity
Yeah.
is, so a little...
the amount that
The
it's
artificial
wobbling,
is
it
showing.
doesn't. I don't. This isn't.
I'm shaking.
So now we're at the stage of abandon the pool or keep going.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I would never abandon them.
I
Abandon pools are
fucking hate it.
fun. Honestly, it's the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen.
Is it?
May
Oh, okay. That's
Space rifle.
this. I was like,
Okay. You're not insulting me.
You got this.
May swings the rifle round over her shoulder, like only stops sort of pace for a second to brace it against your shoulder, and it's like you shoot around the control
locking.
pad, And at some point, you can tell that it's like you hit the wires that are like the thing that makes the whole power grid like connect with it, and you see this little like flare of sparks as almost like a phosphorescent little like something lights up and really sort of conducts that heat, and the door opens, but kind of jams halfway. So you can get through, but you're squeezing through.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like we're squeezing through.
Yeah, you're currently in the lead,
Go.
so you're gonna squeeze through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you do it. You squeeze through.
Okay.
I really
Go.
It's gonna make you
feel.
Go.
I'm gonna go through, please.
You are gonna have to pull them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is it for me, but
I mean, if you would like to, Tommy, you can make a pull to try to like shove the door open a little bit more as you go through.
I mean, it's someone pulling or it's someone pulling,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean?
Give that one a try.
Okay. Thank you. No. I know. What is wrong with you? Okay. Oh dear.
It's just.
Yeah. Here you go. Keep going.
I know what's gonna happen
Oh,
if this doesn't
mate.
work.
fucking hell. That's
If it's what
awful.
I'm thinking, that's
It's so fine.
Oh god, am I
brutal.
getting fucking chopped in half by the door?
You don't know.
I think I do.
Yeah, you've got this. Just take your
You
time.
can abandon this pull at any time.
So keep
See,
flipping it
what's
that way.
happened here is that I heard your note.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you made me laugh. Did you see it? Did you see that?
What happened?
The whole town wiggled as I laughed.
You've got it.
Life is fun, life is good.
Oh, Dad.
No.
Maybe we're just also got a jacket that we lay in.
You can abandon the pull at any time. You can
There's no fun in that. There's no
that
fun in that. Shut
You can abandon if you want to. You can abandon it if you want to. Look, of course, Kiara thinks it's a good idea. Kiara's really good at Jenga. Look where you're gonna have to put that block. If you get that out, you're gonna have to put it on a pretty unstable right-hand side.
No, you don't.
You can
go in the middle.
abandon the pull at any time. Just think of what's going to happen to poor Cyrus if you knock over that tower.
Shut your mouth.
Keep wiggle,
Give it a
keep
second.
wiggle.
Give it a second.
Yeah, take a
Give it a
sec.
second.
That's what'll make the difference. Time. I've never felt so alive. Poetic cinema. So, what happens here is something in between what you were thinking. You are sort of squeezing through this gap that the door has left, and indeed the system does kind of try to reactivate, and you can feel it squeezing against your chest. You're not chopped in half, you're not crushed. It does sort of impact your helmet, and the glass begins to shatter.
It's like Final Destination.
A couple of shards of glass fall off, and you can sort of taste this acrid sting in the air as kind of some of that dust that's floating around begins to sort of sweep in as you breathe in. And you're just kind of trapped there for a second. as time passes, as I imagine you on your side of the door, you on yours, sort of try to figure out what to do. How do we get you out of this?
Oh my god, that's awful.
You feel this like heat spread through the capillaries in your face. As you, it's like, it's something akin to like a panic response at first as you start sort of trying to get your thumbs in and start pushing against the door. But the overwhelming thought is, I have to get off this space station. I have to get off. I have to get off. I have to. Steve, I can get off. Steve is nearby. I can get off this. I can get off this. But more than anything, you're like angry at them. They let you down here. You're not quite dead. You're just one of them now. Let's rebuild this tower.
Have I realized?
You watch, yeah, you probably have this moment of not realizing it first until you realize that the movements that Cyrus is making, it's like, you know you weren't close. But
So sad.
you've never seen Cyrus
This one though.
move like that.
How was that his highlight? You know what I mean?
He's kind of a fastidious character. Like this is frantic beyond the panic that you've witnessed in the last little while. And the thing that really makes it click for you is when he starts actually getting a little bit of leeway on breaking free of that door.
I would like to say, I'm sorry, kid.
That's so sad. That's, yeah.
You can. How do we do this in terms of PvP? I'm gonna have probably you pull for defense first.
When I say I'm sorry, can I also calm Tommy?
Yeah.
Run.
He'll come back and be like, I'll get the ship started.
Warm her up.
Yeah.
No longer than 10 seconds.
10 seconds? That's very few seconds.
It
I
is very few
don't know
seconds.
if he can get in and turn the ship on in 10 seconds.
Once she's warmed up,
Yeah.
don't wait long.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull my ball.
I would like you to pull now, just so that I can see what's going on. I don't expect you to fail this pull, so it's going to be kind of an interesting thing. But
Just want to do an easy one.
Do they exist?
Maybe. Probably not.
I just thought of something fun to happen. Okay. Here's what goes down. Just as you're running across the mesh metal floors to where Steve is ducked, you are aiming your gun. Sorry, kid. Cyrus, just as that's happening, you shove that door free,
Sick.
so the bullet flies past you.
Great. No.
It hits. Ooh, interesting. Perhaps an opportunity. It manages to hit sort of a grid, a crate of gas tanks that's in the loading bay, and one of them starts hissing gas out, and you can kind of hear that noise in the dark, just beyond where Cyrus is, where there's kind of the sparking light lighting up from where the door has come free. Footsteps running up behind you. What's a space crew to do?
I'm running for Steve.
Yeah, you're running for Steve. I would like to try and get close enough to... Has the door stayed open?
It stayed open. You
Great.
She's so
I
strong
get
now,
close
guys.
You're
enough.
so strong
You are so
now.
strong enough. I get
You're
close enough to
incredibly
you.
strong.
Thank you.
If at any point, by the way, you want to do something to
Oh, can
mess
I
up
still
their
do
escape,
stuff?
yeah, you can take actions. Your actions are just now
I
trying to
would
mess
like
up
to
their
get-
escape and get onto Steve.
Close enough that I can create a spot. If I shoot near the gas, it's gonna go up. So
It sure will.
wonderful. I'm gonna get close enough that we will both get taken out, and I'm gonna shoot and grab onto Simon. Cyrus, I keep doing that. You don't understand, but you understand.
So these are multiple actions. Okay.
But I'm gonna get close to shoot it. Like I want to be both of us.
So you want to grab Cyrus on the way, get Cyrus closer to the tanks, and then explode
Do
the
I think
tanks?
Cyrus is in the blast zone? If
Not right now.
Okay.
No, because you're in the sort of, you're just beyond the doorway, Cyrus in the doorway, and then the tanks are like a little ways into the
And is
docking
Tommy?
bay. Tommy
beyond
is
the tanks.
Tommy is beyond the tanks for sure. Yeah.
Can I defend the grapple? Like, can I?
Yeah, absolutely you can,
I
and
don't
you
know.
can do more than defend as well. You can do your own stuff in between. Can I get one pull from you just to make sure that you navigated fine the sort of cluttered docking bay in the dark? Oh, okay.
Is it?
Is there?
Imagine I.
Yep. Absolutely.
Can I get past Simon?
Jesus
Simon?
Christ, my name is Cyrus. I'm like red shirt in Star Trek, you know what I mean?
They
Like I'm just another side.
This is why you're so angry at them. They
This
don't
is
even remember
Please
your
sign
name.
it for months in space.
Oh my god.
Done my
Simon, in fact, do you want to come and join in?
This is
And
why
I'm
they
like,
called you Psy. It's because they couldn't remember if it was Simon or Cyrus.
I knew.
They were like, that's
in the previous Doctor's
I keep
files.
doing that. It's be fun. Can I
so
get past Cyrus?
You're getting past Cyrus. You're not grabbing Cyrus?
No, I'm getting
You're
past
getting
Cyrus.
past Cyrus. Okay. Yes. Do you want to do anything on the way?
I think I'd try and grab, wouldn't I? That's,
Yeah, okay,
you
let's
know,
do another
if I'm
double
wanting
pull.
to eat.
Or would you? No, you want to get off the ship.
I don't know, like,
Yeah.
What?
You want to get home?
Sorry.
Prime directive. Got to get off this
Oh,
space
okay, in
station.
that case,
Hate
I'm
this place, hate it.
sprinting.
And then also you're really mad at them, so you kind of don't want them to come with.
I think if like I really don't want to be here, I think I'm booking it.
Yeah.
Which has been mostly Cyrus's
So it's a
deal.
race.
It's been sprint.
I want to be between Cyrus and the
Actually, at this point, it's probably not a pull. It's just that if you're sprinting and you're sprinting,
We'll all get
you're just
there
both
different
running.
times.
You're just both running. So you're both kind of in the same position as you were, but closer to the tanks.
As soon as we're both in range of the tanks, can I shoot?
Yeah, sure.
It's hard not to medic, like, because I don't know that I noticed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm behind you, bitch.
No, but I don't know if I noticed the
Roll
get
to
gas.
see if you smell the
roll.
gas.
Roll to gas.
Roll to gas.
Just like roll to go.
It's funny going before being like, please get this pull, to now being like, fuck up the pull.
Yeah, you do. As you approach, there's something, you're stronger, you feel healthy, your senses are heightened,
I
and
never felt better.
you can
I
smell.
don't have asthma now. You know what I mean?
Smell. There's gas.
Okay.
There's gas here, and then you see, in the dark, your vision. It's better than
That's
my vision.
fun.
And so you sort of whip around and you see the tanks.
Okay.
I'm a shooting.
You're a shooting.
I'm a shooting.
What's our proximity at this point? Did you say
Actually,
that?
okay. Now that you've smelled the gas, probably pull again to see whether you are able to like comprehend it in time to stop
Yeah,
shy of
that's
that
really
sort
fair.
of blast zone.
Forget everything I taught you.
Imagine if I die twice. Before either one of you die. Like, that's fucked, actually.
And remember, you're making the tower worse for them. It's less about survival now. It's
Oh, I
more
know.
about
I am a bit invested in it, but I. This is the best game of since I've died. This is the best game of Jenga I've ever played.
Stakes are low
Which
now,
is
baby.
like, but stakes are low, but also Cyrus now strong.
Yeah.
Cyrus strong.
Kid embodied. Yeah, good
Simon?
stuff.
You
Stops it.
ruined my brain. To shoot?
you. I would love for you to pull to see if you notice that Cyrus has stopped shy of the blast zone.
Like, I don't genuinely think that I could win in a Jenga off
This is
between
just
Kiara and I, but
back
like,
and forth at this point.
Oh, I shouldn't. Sorry. I
What?
realized that I was just touching the towel with my other hand. He's a phantom. I don't know why that's in my head.
I love it though.
So you see, Cyrus isn't close enough. You can't get that shot. Cyrus isn't moving closer to the tanks.
Can I just try and shoot him in the head again?
Okay, so let's think about what the elements will be. So it's dark. So actually, like trying to hit your target in the dark is going to be, you know, that's one element to it. You're dealing with, honestly, kind of a tricky shot, headshot. On top of that, you've got, like, you could hear so many of those footsteps pounding down the corridor behind you.
My new
so,
friends.
yeah,
Now you actually have friends.
we'll go. Wow. Now that's a murder. But let's see if you can get off a headshot. So we'll hit those 3 for now. See where we go. Hello.
Is there a wiggle?
You literally pause to line up this shot, and there's like this horrifying moment as Cyrus turns to look at you as your torch beam comes onto his face, and you can see through that shattered glass the spreading red. And while you're looking at that, from behind you, woof, one of these things tackles you to the ground, rips your helmet off.
Sick.
Oh, we're friends now!
Yeah, I was about to say, do I have a
You
chance
feel heat
before anything happens?
spreading through you. In that moment,
Can I calm something?
yeah, you can come something. I'll say you can come something.
I thought you were my friend now. That's
Yeah.
so rude.
it's
I would literally comms light this place up.
A single tip? No.
And you know what that means.
Fuck.
Like, we would have had.
Yeah.
They are the words. You know exactly what that means.
I'm gonna let you. This is okay. So this is literally final moments.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if we bother rebuilding the tower. I want you to tell me, what do you think would happen? Like, what would your approach be to lighting it up? Would you do it? Would you go for it? Do you think that Tommy makes it out, doesn't? I'm just handing you narrative control for this.
Does the ship have guns? Our ship?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Guy.
He's running for the ship. He's like, he hears that and he's like, fuck, all right, game on.
Think about his
Sprints for the
family.
ship. I've got my family to think of. I'm like, there's some money.
I'm never getting my degree.
Sorry, you won't.
You're not gonna have skin pretty soon, so.
Oh, ew. Yeah, I'm thinking of that. I'm like, I'll make it easy for them. Sprinting for the ship. I've gotten some like easy beginner lessons before, so I'd imagine he's gonna like jump on, frantically like slams the door if there's a door. I don't know. Like frantically.
You'd know how to fly my ship.
Yeah.
If I ever got
At
shot.
the very least, you know how the ship works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have contingency plans. I feel
And
like
straight
shot
away
a lot.
pulling it up, I feel like there are probably things crawling all over it, and I'm just like, fuck, nah.
Yeah, you start hearing that thump, thump, thump. Out the side window, you see Cyrus is one of them banging at the window. You see in the background as May starts to get up and start sprinting towards Steve.
That's so cool.
Push. I'm assuming I've taken off. I'm pushing out of the wherever I can exit.
Yeah, some of them are holding on for dear life and start to fall.
And I'm gonna like turn it so it's just like spinning as hard as I can to try and like.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Love
cooler
it,
than what I was
love it.
Like a hockey drifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drifting and then back up a bit and then load some ammunition into the space. Yeah.
As one of these bolts from the turret hits that tank, boom! The gas that's been spreading fills the entire docking bay with a fireball, and you see as May and Cyrus and these other beings get engulfed in flames, some of them catching alight, and you're just letting your ship drift back as you and Steve begin to leave the traction of the ISS Copenhagen. You, Tommy, are the sole survivor. Congratulations.
I'll flick on old CD I have of Toxic.
That was beautiful. Thank you
was great.
so much, all of you, for
I love
playing.
Dread. I love Dread so
That's
much.
so cool.
So proud of us. We did so
You did
well.
so. That was really tense towards the end.
That was delightful.
Jesus.
My God, thank you all for watching, for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween. Maybe you'll play a game of Dread yourselves. Try it out. It's a ton of fun, really simple, really easy to get the gist. Yeah. Bye! Happy Halloween month!